I elevate. Plugging my boy with the internet line. Fuckers can keep all the secrets you tell. Next thing you hear from the person on calls. I keep my shit on the low when I go. Peeping the tellers and cutting the most.
Going on my knees as I close my eyes. Please don't tell no lie. Too much in my mind. Most these bitches got some pride. I know they gon' switch up for a price. Hey, please don't tell no lie.
Great. And welcome to yet another episode of the TheClearCupPodcast. It's your boy Blaq Zulu and Chubby one time, and he is off to the drink club. I had to kick off.
No, I had to kick it off. Because we are fresh this week. Unlike last week.
You know, we're better.
Last week
I'm having lemon twist. I don't know what you're having today.
Last week, I'm definitely drinking this week.
Yeah.
Last week you had a rough weekend, but now it was not so rough. Yeah. So,
in fact, what happened, because we were supposed to be wilded this weekend, and we were expecting somebody.
Yeah, we were supposed. Man. He texted me and said that his girlfriend is sick.
Okay.
And that he can't leave her alone, and I understood.
Oh, well, that's a real gent.
Yeah, that's a real G right
man,
there.
yeah.
A lot of guys would have gone to
I would have left. I would have left her sick on the bed. I would buy her meds and make sure that she has enough airtime to call me whenever she feels
whenever
sick.
she needs.
And when she calls me, I would ask her, do a video call. I want to see how bad you are before I leave
where I
am and come and attend to you.
Yeah. But anyway, he didn't get here, but he apologized and he promised that he'll make a plan to come soon, though. Yeah.
Okay, no, we'll see him on his next visit.
Yeah, we'll see him.
But quiet weekend for us it was.
Yeah, definitely.
Quiet weekend.
Very chilled weekend.
Yeah.
And moving right into our topic for today.
Before we do what we spoke about last week, I just want to quickly say this.
Okay.
With regards to the post I sent to my Facebook profile.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Yeah, because it is said that the it's not rumors.
Mm-hmm. They are facts.
The person who told me this is a reliable person.
Okay.
Having received information from a person who is close to the club.
Okay.
Where I got injured from.
Yeah.
And it is said to learn that the club owner may have made such horrible remarks and
so what were
so responsible.
What were those remarks for people that didn't see your post?
Yeah, it is believed. I'm told that the club owner, right after I got stabbed, was standing somewhere around the premises or around the yard, folding his arms and watching the whole thing unfold. When I was getting help, and when I was rushed to hospital, and now the genre of music had changed because we went there to play hip hop, and now they demanded Mama Piano, and when Mama Piano was now playing by his DJs, he then took the mic, got up to the stage and said, the next thing, meaning the next thing, Abuaga Rona, people who visited. Mazulu Ajanjwa, because you would know that I was stabbed by a young boy who's a student and is a Zulu from KZN. Zulu speaking guy from KZN, and we know them to be causing trouble. In Kwagwa and around. And he made that remark, particularly because he knows that a lot of times people have a go at these Zulu students because they misbehave and and cause chaos. And it was very unfair for him to say that. And the next thing for him to have said, I got served because he tried to stop me when I was leaving for outside.
So
and I didn't wanna. Do you understand? That gap happened and because and yeah, rightfully so. But I didn't want to listen to him because I was still hiding my emotions and I wanted to go outside and cool myself off. And he attempted to stop me then, and I didn't stop because I said, I do not talk to anybody, just want to be alone. And unfortunately, as I left, this thing happened. So I read an unfortunate statement and unfair if it is true. But
it is alleged.
Hence it is alleged, but hence I'm saying the source is a very, very reliable person who is also close to the club.
And has no reason to lie.
You know, and Tuska showed me screenshots of the club owner posing as worried. I would say posing as worried because now there is another statement that alleges him to have said all of these things. Now he showed me a screenshot and trying to say that he was disappointed by the behavior of his patrons and all of that. He may have not said such stuff, but again, he doesn't want to dismiss the fact that he might.
Okay.
Because we were not there. We had already left for hospital. So I mean, I found it to be very upsetting and surprising.
Tasteless.
From his part. That's why I even cleared the air to say, you know what, I got stabbed and I was rushed to hospital and I'm thankful for life.
Yeah.
But the rumors that I'm hearing, the information that I'm getting, that he was somehow saying I got served. That's unfortunate because, like we said, his immediate responsibility was to ensure the safety of his patrons.
Definitely.
By ensuring that there is security.
Yeah.
Adequate security, because he was hosting an event. But nevertheless, I hope.
Yeah.
I've never heard from him. He has not called. I hope it's not true.
Yeah, no.
Because if it is,
then it's sad.
it's sad.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, we've closed that chapter.
Yeah.
We have a very sensitive topic today.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you saw that one of the actors on Gomorrah committed suicide. And
Zahara
yeah. But I think as good as nice.
No, I the old man's soul rest in peace.
May he rest in peace.
He's long gone.
I think as good as nice. Yeah. I don't know his real name. I'm not sure of his real name.
I read somewhere his real name, but I forgot. Yeah.
So I want us to talk about suicide today.
Yeah.
And let me pose the first question. Yeah? So, do you think that suicide, you are a coward for committing it because you couldn't be strong and live throughout whatever you're going through? Or do you think that a person that does not commit it, okay, let me put it like this.
Yeah.
You got the first part of the question.
Got the first part.
The second part is a person that has suicidal thoughts but never does it. Do you think that person is also a coward?
You know.
But let's start with the first one first.
Yeah. You know what they say? When you eventually do it, it is often said that you are consumed, your thoughts, your body, and everything else that you are is consumed by a certain spirit. And that's why you end up really doing it, because you had yourself through committing suicide. But if you are prepared mentally, okay, I mean not say prepared, if you can take that pain until you die, if you can imagine the pain that you're going to go through, but still go through it, I want to believe them when they say a spirit overtakes your mind, your emotions, and all of that. And sometimes they say people who have attempted and could not go through with it, they feel that kind of a pain and cut it and just stop it.
Okay.
And regret afterwards. But there are those who go through with it. Now, I don't think that you'll be showing a cowardice behavior
by committing suicide.
Because, like I'm saying, they say, it is often said that a certain spirit overtakes. I don't know what spirit it is. Could be devilish or heavenly, I don't know. But it is said that it overtakes you, your mind and your thought process, and you end up committing this horrible act, and you are a coward because you committed suicide. Now, I wouldn't really say for sure that they are cowards, like I said. It's I want to believe it's a spirit that just overtakes. And those who really have thoughts and never execute, I would say it's a combination of a couple of things. They could be fearing the pain they would inflict on themselves, which will of course eventually lead to their ultimate wish. But I'm sure they fear the pain that comes with the process. And again, they fear the possessions that they have for it. How declare what's going to happen. But again, at some point, it's not even about possessions or material. They just don't care because now they're tired and they want to end this. And it could be a couple of reasons why they do it. Mara, Lebona, they go through a process. Probably in the process that, you know what, ultimately, or you could find that somebody talks them out of it.
Yeah.
That's why they end up not doing it. Yeah.
I would say that 70% is being a coward, because whatever you think you're going through, there are people that are going through 10 times worse what you think you're going through. So deciding to end your life is a coward.
Doesn't fix anything.
Doesn't fix anything, because
it
it only worsens the situation, because it's not only about you, it's about the people around
connected to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially us being black people. When you commit suicide, now so
And
Hey.
because
Exactly.
now we have changed and but yeah, man, I would not agree with you 100% when you say it's being cowardized. It's showing cowardized behavior, but it's difficult.
I know, and we've all been through that.
We have been, and
Especially one.
especially when but now we face like I showed the states, South they're all around the world,
Males.
But in each and every country, but now we come other people.
The biggest example ever never Will Smith.
Yeah, you know, we wouldn't be surprised if he committed suicide as well, because who's this artist? Not artist, okay. Steve Harvey.
Hey,
everybody knows
comedian.
Steve Harvey, comedian. He said he has lost a lot of respect for Will after the saga.
I think a lot of us have.
Not me.
No, I lost total respect.
No, not me. I remember we spoke about it, and I still have a way within which I see this whole thing. But so Leno will be surprised if he ended up. Did
you see how many gigs he's lost?
Will.
He lost movies.
That I knew it would cost him from the beginning. I knew. But let's not divert to Will. Yeah, side. Okay.
Samson una lose matla side. Okay, moving right along.
Yeah, you know. So what people are feeling, you know, it's a pity that we could not bring this guy on time, because he would speak about this. The guy we spoke about, he faced this clearly, and as an artist, he would be able to.
That was my next question, or rather, that was the next way I was taking it. Is that why is it that it's mainly people that are in the entertainment industry
who do? But I guess we would say that because those are the ones that get more reported about.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
because, the limelight.
There could be a guy in Slahliwe somewhere in the Kokong who has struggled to get more for Lady Usual for the last 14 days. Yeah, Slahliwe. I want to bring it close.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
You know, and there could be such a guy, and because media and nobody knows about him. Muso Mutole, or the neighbors Mutole, Muso Mubate, Mutwaba. We never get to know about it. But I think there are, you know, there was this situation that I assisted one time. Let me give you a short story. Kilo lash. Don't you know? Yeah. And I think it's 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, and I come across some guy, and he quickly helps me, you know, and I tell him, you know what, because I see that I say to him, and if you can, please, and here's my number, you can call me when you. Of course, at the time, I didn't even think about how is this guy gonna call me. It's fine.
Absent-minded.
You know, and I said, call me, make a plan, and I'll come and collect sharp. And months went on, and I and my friend decided that we were, in that particular year, we were going to sponsor the needy during Christmas Day by buying groceries for them. And we bought 5 families, I think, 5 or 3 families, I can't remember very well because it's a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And we delivered these groceries to Slahliwe, particularly. And in one of the shacks, we came across a small shack with no windows, only one door, no windows, no nothing. We could make out the size of the rooms or the room of the shack. It was a one-room shack because I didn't come in, but you could see how small it was. That it was probably one room. And guess who opened? This guy that I met at a dumping site.
The Maplanka guy.
Yeah. You just have to be stupid sometimes. Yeah. This guy that we met at the dumping site, we found him there, and I'm the one who knocked, in fact. And I found him there. And I was overcome with joy when I realized that I was coming to help him. God had sent me to his door to knock and help him. And when I knocked, man, this guy opened the door and there was kids. I think about 4 kids that this guy was taking care of. And I asked him that I think he was a Mazabuga or something. What I mean, I asked him and he said that okay, of course we told him what we were there for, and he came, and as we were walking towards the car, because we didn't want to take pictures and do all of that. Yeah. We just put the groceries in the car and called the families that we thought we would sponsor. And there was not any targets. We just told ourselves we would knock on doors. Wherever we land, we would sponsor that person. And as we walked with this guy to the car when he was going to collect his groceries, I asked him, "Where's the wife?" They said the wife died a long time ago. "How many kids are you taking care of?" He said, "I'm taking care of 4 kids." I said, "Are you working?" "No." I said, "But you remember me?" And he did not.
He didn't remember you.
At first, when I asked him, he did not. And when I said, if you feel inside, he immediately remembered me and called out my surname even before I could tell him who I was. He said, I said, "Yes." And I said, "Yeah, no, I'm taking care of these 4 kids alone, and I'm not working. Inside trying to get a living or something to eat for these kids." And I reported my friend at the time of it. Do you understand? But yeah, I'm talking about this, trying to show you that there is a guy somewhere in Slahliwe taking care of 4 kids who's having it difficult, rough.
But he's not coward. He's living through it.
I don't know where he is now, and I think maybe I should go and check, because I don't know if the shack is still there, because remember a lot of people moved from Slahliwe to Fontaine. So as I leave here after the show, I'm gonna immediately go and check him or on Saturday and see if he's still well and okay. But how many guys who live like him, who are having it that hard and have this huge responsibility to nurture 4 lives and doesn't end himself. And there are these people who are on this limelight as artists and celebrities, and because trying to make Cheltenyana, we think that Basha.
I wanna, in that situation, I'd go as far as even saying it's even selfish to kill yourself in that situation, because now when you're gone, who's going to be these children's breadwinner?
True.
4. True. That is a lot.
So like I said,
not only are you a coward, but you're being selfish.
You're being selfish. Yeah. But sometimes, like in a ghetto, it is often said that there is a spirit that overtakes your thought process when you do this, and you end up doing it. I mean, do you want to tell me, when Ricky was hanging himself there, he didn't feel anything? He felt pain. He went through a process where he felt it was difficult, but he knew that ultimately he has to go.
And the thing with especially men that commit suicide is that our pride and egos get in the way of trying to seek for help.
True, that's a fair point, and the most important point is and it's strong.
Men don't want to show vulnerability.
I'm that guy. I'm that guy. When my baby mama called after he learned that I got stabbed, he told me. She told me, because I'm thinking about this guy now. I must remove this guy from my mind. She told me that. Okay, she told me what she knows that I did after I got stabbed, with regards to me talking to my family and me informing the relevant people that need to be informed. He told me that you didn't tell your parents, you didn't tell anybody in the family. You closed yourself in, wanted to heal alone and get help, and that's what happened. Did not tell my family. I told my younger sister, and I told her not to tell family. I'm more closer with my my sibling who comes after me.
Yeah.
Not my younger sister, but I chose not to tell her, but tell this younger sister. In an attempt to say, okay, let me speak to one member of the family, but have her not tell my dad or my father, my mother, you know. So, and unfortunately she did. But when my baby mama called, she told me that I don't anybody. And you could succumb to that further.
We try to fix things by ourselves.
That's what ultimately happened.
Yeah, that's what
because we were made to believe that we are strong and could overcome anything, and we were raised in that manner, and we grew up seeing men as strong and men becoming strong, and therefore as boys and as we grow up, that you know, and you would notice that now in recent times, because compared to Zahara, because our fathers endured more hardships and more difficulty and more pain, but they did not end themselves. Yes, suicide was still not out of the day then, but the stakes were not as big as they were not cowards. Mara, the thing, they were not cowards. What really goes through a mind of a person who ends up, not who wants to, who ends up killing himself. Because we all have thought about killing ourselves.
The thing is, we'll never know, because the person that can tell us, oh, where's Alanga, is not there to tell us. Actually, when I actually did it, my state of mind was like this, or like that.
As I'm saying, it is important because I myself have thought about suicide.
I think most people did.
Yes.
Yeah, like you think about it, like,
you know,
I can't
do but maybe I want to agree with you when you say it's a display of a cowardice behavior, because I remember when I had these thoughts. I mean, and they were weighing heavy on me, and I had more reasons why I should do it, and eventually I didn't do it because I'm here now.
Exactly.
And I told myself that I can get back up and I can revive myself and be able to conquer again. And I did that. And now, do you want to tell me that these people who end up killing themselves when they're sitting there alone, how not any positive spirit? So if you know what? You can do this.
Exactly.
Which then might suggest that Boholu Babana being celebrity. Not trying to be unfair, because he's a celebrity. Which might then suggest, okay, maybe there is a cult that they succumb to, that they need to serve, to preserve their wealth.
I think this is a topic for another day. Because
so that
it's gonna take us into a whole something different. Yeah, I get
but
you.
I'm mentioning it because Ndade Dlamini Slahliwe. Aipolayang asasakamba to any cult or a process in an enricher. Aipolaya because one genuine problems that and about, you know what, I can't continue, I can't do this anymore. Instead of rather I should kill myself. Somebody somewhere will take care of them. Maybe give it thoughts I cannot go. But let's take a classical example of a guy who loved his children, loved his wife, ends up killing himself. Don't you want to think that he thought about his kids, he thought about his wife, thought about all the positive things that he was doing because he was a beacon of hope for many. You know, hence he wanted a spirit. Okay, could it not be that Honda didn't mean one spirit some feature that Utna Ipola Kosana Labakale, Laying was again. You get to some Shukubana. But the leba okay, but la big is begins to pick up a winter.
But you see, but you see that it's selfish because now
still for this guy who still for that doesn't mean a guy. Selfish. That
doesn't mean selfish. Yeah. Beacon of hope.
Anangly embedded responsibility
on these
kids. Yeah. True. Yeah, I think you are fair and correct to say it's showing
hey, definitely. Like so, we've all had that, Blaq. I mean, I've went through that as well. Going to auditions.
Yeah.
Getting a call back, going to the call back, but always failing at the last step, and then you're like,
and we both are like, what's really wrong?
What am I living for?
Yeah.
Because you know you're talented, you know how good you are, and I'm sorry to say this, but Ninning, how I had auditioning, I get a banal auditioning, looking for that one role, auditioning too. And then you already see that I'm more talented than this guy. And then when you see the person that got the role, you're like, you know. So it's disheartening, and you go through the like, why am I actually alive? Why am I living? Yeah.
Because
we all go through
these opportunities come and they just surpass you.
Exactly.
And, you know, you never really get a chance to display your talent and your abilities.
Exactly.
And then you wanna think, when will I ever? Rather.
Thank you.
You know. Yeah. So it's sad because. Ha re nahane ka lerato le batho ba o file rona ba re bontshang lona
that they have for us.
We re nahana hore because ke menahano ya bona e batlang ho bona re ipolaile ha re feel you look for negative reasons even for batho ba rata hore but why you can't see why you cannot bona lerato le but you appreciated and you are loved even though the streets make you feel unaccepted but you got family and your circle that accepts you and loves you. How are we all gonna go into? You even think that those who love you are your monsters, and you can't even talk to them because you know they're gonna talk you out of
whatever you think.
Which possibly this Tumo guy from Gomorrah. I mean, he was a jovial character.
Yeah,
lovely, nice craft,
talented,
delivered his work nicely,
talented,
and you would think that movie Kasima Pilande.
Yeah.
I didn't connect to you
Definitely.
And what I know that most of the times, because then now when I had these thoughts, I didn't talk to anybody that I knew was going to talk me out of it.
Well,
I kept my
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you talked. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't know. I talked about it after the fact, like.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and then I went to Mafu, so okay, I was going through this, and that's the one person that I can talk to about anything that's going on in my life.
Because
and she will not judge me at all.
Yeah, I spoke to my wife then because you would and it's big to eventually speak to somebody.
It is.
And have them not judge you.
Yeah.
That's very important because sometimes I feel that you might speak to a person, tell them how overburdened you are, and the person about judge. And an element, this person is judging you. Instead of encouraging you to advice. You know what? Even the next person that I might talk to
will do the same
thing. That's why be careful not to advise me more than you can encourage me. Because advice works different than encouragement. So be careful not to advise more than you can encourage. And when I spoke to my wife then about my suicidal thoughts, I mean, I'm in university. Fine. I had no intentions of going to varsity. Life back home was really difficult. Very difficult. Living in a 2-room shack, really sick, and you see no hope. There were things or a situation will change sooner, and you know that I've enjoyed the moments where can get one hour fail and being taken care of and being looked after. Who are growing up, and all that care is removed from me as one hour fella and Tato Hearts is gone to Banaban Baby, you are coming after me. I become selfish and see life as unfair because I enjoyed this and I still want it for myself. But again, I don't realize that there are people who are now coming after me who must grow up and get more care and protection from parents. I leave school. I've got no prospects of going to university. I work as a taxi doorkeeper because I've been for years even before I matriculated. And
so not all stop.
Blind. Nigga pop. I'm fine. Yeah. Nigga pop. And then there's a mistress, may soul rest in peace. She was a teacher. She comes and speaks to my mother that send this boy to university. You need go just around the corner, and the process for applying is this and this and that. And I go through that and I apply. I get into the process. I study, and school becomes difficult. Just rough because you know I'm survived by 350 and by 25 I survived by 350. In fact 350 rands in 2006. It wasn't a lot of money.
2006 it was a lot of money.
It was not
2006.
I'll tell you what I was buying.
50
yeah, no, you had to go with that.
2006
boxer Henneken was somewhere around 89 rand.
Imagine box
89 or 129 somewhere
because
there.
I remember 600 rand and 49.99.
Oh, nja. Hello, no boy. Hello, bona. And to pay like 350 no. One banana pay like there was a moment when I still wore a corduroy pants in varsity and Majita Abara Levi's. Abara Cavell.
Magaliana Cotoila Cabal Levi's.
The next night,
okay.
So you can tell how rough life was. And seriously, I little home. My first phone.
Okay.
And you would laugh at me for this, but it's the truth. I had my first phone after matric. And by then it's 2006. It's 2005. You would expect that maybe or 1100 or the 200 or the 200 you know, and you have no hope because Leha that should have been a motivating factor back in varsity because I'm having it difficult. Later it should have been a motivating factor. Sometimes it was difficult. And these thoughts started when I was still in varsity.
In varsity, yeah.
And I joined politics, and as I joined politics, wasafaka book because now I focused more on politics.
So
and watched myself being used by these politicians that and I also focused the book. Enjoyed politics to a point where I stayed. People don't know this. To a point where I stayed the whole year. In 2009, I wasn't schooling. I wasn't registered. I wasn't registered. I had lost my NSFAS. There was no money to register me. Municipality, bursary, and of course, at some point got deregistered.
Yeah.
And I decided to stay. And I pursued politics at school. He's a student to an extent while I was fighting for the students' course, computer lab, and I got expelled from varsity. Expelled in school.
Hey, exactly. Already, how can this be?
And it was difficult because our names, it was 4 of us. Our names, and 4 of us, all 4 guys are now doing better in life. Really 4 Kabewa gating as gay, at the security gate.
Okay, these ones are not allowed to enter this place.
And I still had a girlfriend, Ansabala Mo, at the time. And Nikisnika in, you know, and my security on board because they knew that I was a good guy, although I bent they knew I was a good guy besides me fighting for the cause.
Yeah, and you
even if I'm a student.
Labs.
but they still let me in. I'm not trying to put them majority of them is not there anymore.
Yeah, probably.
But I mean, did not got difficult. Remember, I had suicidal thoughts and I get expelled. Now I'm back home. And
then you're like, shack, what now?
Back at that shack. And I'm looking at my brother. He can't crack it in his life. I don't know how it's very difficult for him. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, better, you know. And during that phase, there comes a call. I sent it as in this modeling and promoting agency. Okay, then clicks. Then from clicks from side bank, then there's no job for some time. Then because now I'm trying, but nothing sustainable really shows. And nothing really shows the thoughts. I have it difficult. I'm told what? At the time, it's 2014. The lady tells me that
wait, was that true?
I still don't know. because I said to her, which eventually played itself out, but I really cannot still say it's not true. Okay. Because when I said, let's go for a DNA test, I'm blocked. Okay. And I'm blocked from on everything.
Maybe she felt disrespected.
I don't care. if she knew that would bring me closer to that boy, she would have allowed for me to have that opportunity.
Was he dark?
The boy was dark, but nothing.
Eyes yours.
Looks nothing like me. The boy was dark and tall.
Eyes yours.
Moving right along.
Eyes yours.
As I have these thoughts, boom, comes Old Mutual. You know, and I get an opportunity again.
You pop.
And I say God is faithful, because every time when I feel down and really want
something comes up.
Something comes up. Not every time, but yeah, in those deepest moments where I really have it hard. And boom, God Mutual is gone. What's happening now? You know, and now as Old Mutual is gone, I've got a child, I've got 2 kids.
Was it a contract at Old Mutual?
No, it was a permanent job.
So how did you get out?
Stuff happened.
Okay. Yeah, let's not get into those stuff.
Not messy stuff.
Okay.
But stuff happened and I could not stay anymore.
Okay.
And
did you resign?
I resigned. Okay. Could not stay anymore and I resigned. And yeah, it was hectic because I loved what I was doing.
You loved working?
I loved working there. I loved that company because the person who really, or the 2 people who really must take credit for what and who I am today after joining the corporate world was my manager at Clicks.
Okay.
It's a certain Stembiso Zuma guy.
Okay.
And a certain guy Wellington Campaign Club from Harrismith. They played a huge role. But I own Cholevaya, Kinam Sadi, Kinavana Video, Babananya.
Yo.
I'm Sadi, I've got 2 kids. What am I gonna do?
My at least
Mzalina Spana better. She was a huge pillar of strength for me. Mara, give me mate. Not wanted to show it to her. Mara, give me mate. You know. So but eventually, thanks God, I can give play. Mara, I had those thoughts and I was going through them and you know what, maybe one day to look, I'm like, it's about how to look. But okay, cannot connect about how to look. Mara to look more. And things are better again, you know. So it's difficult what you go through as men. Was just trying to show you and our viewers that you go through the process that would really command you or want you to end your life.
Definitely.
But look at us because you have hope for tomorrow.
Yeah, because you're not a cow.
And happen with ninding how nana mutima adala 5.
Hey, definitely.
You know, adala 5 personally it's nyana it's a lot. And bona, I've been fortunate to say, even to an extent that even when I would be without a job, I would find something to do. After Old Mutual, stayed for 6 months, nothing came up, nothing. And it was difficult because I had debts, I had people to take care of. It was difficult. I was living off my wife's salary. It was difficult.
So on offer allowance?
Not really allowance, but una hola and then discuss child there high. Such a lapa, yes. But for me effect of it's again I got una hola and we would discuss that and she would give me money. She would una five yes.
Hey, get allowance.
Yeah. Because clothes she would buy for me, food she would buy for me, debt she would pay for me, and all these other things. Rent she would pay. You know, when we rented at the time. When the car would break down, she would fix it. You know. So yeah, it was difficult. And you know, as difficult as I had it at the time, she bought a car for the family. 2018 October. 2019 January, I overturned the car.
Okay.
Got an accident with the car. She had a car from 2017 and and maybe it's time now. Because she wanted Korean electric window, blah blah, all these features, and I said, okay, there's a Suzuki car, a Swift car that we can get, and we got that Swift, and it was October and October 2018, 2019 January, and because all of that, and the insurance could not help, and the car was a write-off.
I was gonna chase you out.
And we had to take that car because insurance I had. Like I told to a particular panel beater, certain panel beater, Costa Chalete, into a gear. Because then I had lost my job with regards to this particular accident. Stuff happened on the scene. The accident did, which compromised my job. Hey, at Old Mission.
You've lived shit.
And I felt bad. And it was difficult. I did not love myself. I wanted to, you know. I wanted to, and we will talk about this some other time. I wanted to, but there were elements that still kept me there.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to. You know, and as we lost this car, from her again, making loans and stuff,
This way.
Saluki.
So looks just look say.
Pampa Chalet.
Come on until Patala monthly installment.
The car is fine now. It's a monthly installment and a hefty installment because the car had these features and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hated myself. Hated myself. You know, every time I'm making to say, Kimufele, I am busy. Alo Balama, I am Sibit.
Why didn't you mention on that episode when you stayed home, guys, or you were one of them, bro?
6 months doesn't.
No, you were.
Doesn't qualify.
You were a full-time stay-at-home guy. 6 months is a long time. I hope you're cleaning the house. I hope so.
But you know, depression is big.
Yeah.
Depression is big, my end. Like I'm saying, thank God I survived.
You did, and you're here, and you're doing better for yourself right now.
You know, and my kids are able to eat again now,
Exactly.
You know. But it be manja.
It is.
It be ma. And even when she left me, these thoughts came.
Hey.
I remember there was a time when she left and told me she was never coming back. Him, what are you saying? Because that's not what you said. When Arwana, can we discuss the finance? Sponsor and all of that. Now you tell me that you're not coming back when I'm expecting you. You tell me that you should go on and I should check in the house that your stuff is not there, and to show that I was just naive. When I checked the wardrobe, most of her stuff was not there. She had taken the stuff. Hanyani. You know. At some point we became toxic and such a party in the marriage, and she felt she couldn't do it anymore. And I realized how problematic I was. And when she left, I had to recollect my thoughts of how bad I was on the things that she was complaining about. And I even blamed myself on the things that I was complaining about to her. Because I blame of which was 50-50. I had to blame her, she had to blame me.
Yeah.
But she left because she felt it was more heavier to stay with me
than to be with
me.
You like share about the pros and cons.
Do you understand? And I just wanted to end it, but Bana, you want for hope.
Yeah.
No, get up, go and do it again. Go try, go make a living for yourself. Go try harder, and eventually maybe things will be okay. So yeah, it's difficult, bro. When you I mean, difficult.
Yeah.
And it becomes more sad when these thoughts do appear.
Yeah.
And you don't know what to do.
So to anyone out there that's thinking about suicide, please guys, there's so much to live for. There's so much. Like not every time I had those thoughts. And then I'm like,
because it's like I'm funeral. What I'm seeing
So to anyone that has suicidal thoughts or that's even thinking that their lives are not okay, please snap out of it. I'm not saying it like it's easy, snap out of it, but there's so much to live for. Man. So much to live for. Yeah, and keep on living. It's
hectic. I could imagine when you missed these opportunities.
Yeah.
And you could see, like you said, that there are people that were doing better.
Yeah.
More than.
There's one that I told you about. Like when I came back from that one, I felt the one I went to a food commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a color the real 150, and then they cut us down to 10. Lit Nepits on the board, and then. As I walked out of the second audition, the callback, the director really, he's got the look, and then I happened to hear that, and then I was like, I got this in the bag.
Yeah.
Only for me not to get that. So and that happened like last year. Man.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
So recent.
Yeah, last year. So when I came, I was crushed, man. Like Drops had to console me so much. I was I was so crushed when I didn't get that role because I saw that as my breakthrough
into industry.
Yeah, so I was very crushed. I had those thoughts again.
Yeah.
But then talked to Mafus and then quickly.
But was that, or was that the only thing that ever crushed you?
At that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only thing. There was nothing else.
Yeah.
No, there was nothing else because I was in a new relationship that's going well.
Yeah.
But the fact that the thing that I want the most I'm not getting, that was
because you remember very bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and there were times where I'd feel like because AFDA is a very expensive school.
Yeah.
And my parents took me there. So there were times where I'd think these people paid so much money for me to go to this film school, but not like so I'm like, I'm making them spend this money, but still actually needs.
You're missing opportunities.
Why am I living?
Or they're in fact not even coming.
They're not exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's difficult. It's difficult. It's sad. It's sad what we go through, but yeah, like you said, to anybody who has suicidal thoughts, is thinking suicide, and is having it difficult, talk to somebody.
Please
talk to somebody. Yeah. Reach out for somebody. Somebody like we have done. Tell yourself that
doesn't mean
you know, you can come out of it stronger. You can, maybe your blessing is just around the corner.
Definitely.
And how to and the moment you decide to end it, you are missing on a big opportunity.
Definitely.
Your blessing. But again, I often say, Moto ha ashwa. But again, I have a different thought to it to say. But if you don't want to repeat too soon, based on what we do and how we do, and how we do. So yeah, man, depression is a very bad thing. I know of a lot of people who have gone through it and have been depressed. Some have gone and some banzima phila. It's bad, man. It's bad.
So yeah, to close this off, please guys, just know that there's so much to live for.
Yeah, there's so much.
Too much to live for.
Yeah,
there's your family. If you have kids, there's your kids. If you have a wife, girlfriend,
go to a local clinic. Ask for a psychologist.
Exactly.
Go to the office social work.
Yeah.
Ask to speak to somebody.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people, particularly around Bethlehem. There are people who we have qualified psychologists here,
yeah.
Black brothers and sisters that are well known to some of us in the society. Reach out. So I feel that even though you are a specialist and a professional, without you expecting a fee from them, because they're going through a lot. I'm not saying they should put themselves in that line, but I'm saying reach out to anybody. Maybe somebody will get you help anywhere. It could even be those professional trained people. But please, 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 please do not end yourself. Particularly around the area of Bethlehem.
Seldom that we help.
Seldom we help them, but yeah, it's sad, man.
And taking us into this, because there's a statement that I saw that Zahara, they wanted to auction Zahara's house this past weekend.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she's behind on payments.
Okay.
Of the house that she has in Wooded.
She released an album I think last year or 2 years ago.
Hey.
Isn't the album didn't do too well?
I don't know, because what her response was, in December she paid 100K.
Okay. Yeah.
She paid 100K, and then in Feb she paid 80K.
Okay.
And I think March and April so okay, it's unfair for those 2 months. Impact 100K, 80K, December.
It could be that she was still behind even when
it might be a fact that she didn't do her maths correctly.
Yes.
Or maybe, let's say for example her bond is 10, 12K.
Yeah.
So you know, I think it's 100, but this woman 5-6.
Yeah.
Gati, the areas exactly.
The interest
she should have sat down and calculated. So what I'm getting to is, do you think that things like that happened to Zahara? Kids on that says maybe the artist did what people like.
Whatever I can tell you, I would say if it was a guy going through that, yes. Possibly. But you know what? It's difficult. I'm not even cracking it. So
did you see that she lost all her awards?
So when you say awards, you say the stuff that she won, the
metros,
summers,
everything.
What did she take them with? And then
listen to what happened. She left for the Eastern Cape.
Okay.
In a long weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
the best one.
Long weekend. She leaves, and she leaves her gardener for the weekend.
Okay.
So her gardener is it. And then innocently, without even thinking anything, I Zahara all her awards gone.
Only the awards.
Only. The house was not broken into. How na lock into nix.
I'm saying
Funny enough that you sing that song, ne? Because some Twitter users think that DJ Boo might be the one that
Cooper had vibes, access, stealing, going out.
So a lot of Twitter users think that DJ Boo has a hand in.
Hey, Namya saw.
Serious.
Hey, Namya saw.
But what would he gain from awards?
First things first, I think it's happen. I don't know, but
Okay.
Mzala hugging trees and walking barefooted and seeming like he's not even bathing nowadays. That's not it for me. Because he was he would appear well groomed, neat,
always,
nicely clothed, promote positive messages,
Yeah.
and love and light. So yeah, right now all that has changed. Maybe it's Buddha.
I was Buddha.
Because
I don't know. My only thing is that I don't think he has anything to gain from stealing those awards.
yes.
What is
I will
that?
go sell them. You don't try to get some.
Ambitious.
King. So he would, I mean, and more fire has lost its relevance now.
Yeah, no.
You know, so, and I don't think it's still doing that well.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what happened to his leadership 2020 vision, to his book, to his billionaire mindset, to his motivational speaking, because he's not even doing it anymore.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I just don't know. To his music producing, because he would produce really nice songs, even if he does bootlegs where he takes people's songs and remix them and all of that. But because he is still being discredited for what Zahara had become, maybe his rage, I don't know, would drive him to want to upset Zahara. I mean, you still only the awards.
Only.
I mean, Ambitious will not claim the awards as theirs because I mean, let's look at the. Hey, wait, MT.
What did MT do now?
MT once said that ela hakata win an award.
Hey, Ambitious said.
Ambitious said, "Eba,
this is our property."
Was.
Yeah, but I guess it depends on the kind of contract you signed with the.
Does not matter.
No.
As an artist, there should not even be that such kind of a contract, because as you win an award, you wait for yourself for the work you've done, because the contract that exists between you and the company is that give us 6 albums like in Dubai, and then
I was getting to him.
We'll renegotiate. It's fine. We'll get to him, but I'm saying Dubai.
I'm
saying
you should have called himself Alexander.
That was a quack. Because now we know that MT has said Ambitious Baneba obsess around the awards, the actual award itself. And Zahara maybe had negazo. Maybe Zahara is another shot. Exactly. And I can why Ambitious about award it and claim it as theirs, yet on an artist behind the music. Mara. Maybe I share no. What's like in Tears recording? I mean, Ambitious in the awards ho the artist Tears records in Zahara be feeling and what's happening at Ambitious is what is happening at TS.
Mara, like slowly, swiftly getting into this guy that calls himself Dubai, but should be called Senegal or Bulu.
Let's say Guago. Guago is still fresh in our mind.
Yeah, definitely. You know what people have signed. Yeah? You've seen the trend.
You've seen a trend with this particular company.
As hungry as you are, you can't tell me that you're gonna sign a contract at 3.8 per month. Still, you sign it, and then when you see that, okay, now you come and complain. For me,
How got the half of 3.5? How got? Because he said even before he did anything. Of money, and then I was out getting, but no, relax. Get child there. Start as a.
Utolo, I'm going to 50 of the bat. Because okay, per month, I got 3.5.
You do a song with me, Tjab, and in fact, I do a song with you, and I'm not going to sign with anybody. And now, Peter Nzan's records calls and says,
Black Pots Records.
Let's sign you. And then, I don't know. Could be Ambitious was smart. Was smart enough to notice the impact the song would have. if he knew about it, because it was not released. If he knew about it, if he knew about a particular song, because I mean, in Tjhabster Dubai was not relevant for any good music.
No, he wasn't.
Before he signed with Ambitious.
Yeah.
It could be that somebody had sneakily said to Mahoma Pelo, the boss, there's a song.
Itla.
Against him, Big Mama.
Mumke mfana.
Kana ya song you.
Nkamfana.
Nkamfana shomo taye. And then ere hasa tayeile. Mohla motho ana bonga song yena. Ka tseba sana the rights.
Sure.
Over a song. I don't know how this works.
And it's the same thing that I've always thought. It's like I'm not actually diverting. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If you were born 1990 and after,
yeah,
and you can't conduct an interview in English, my man, English is compulsory. Whether as first language.
Yeah, sure, no,
English is compulsory, either as a first language or first additional.
Okay, but in that was
so
saying
no. Wait,
English.
Okay. So these soccer players, I'll make a prime example.
Okay.
How to interview? It is the same as him. I'm saying that Uboni, you have the knowledge.
Yeah.
The knowledge is here that this is what happened to Aries. This is what happened to MT. This is what happened to Fifi Cooper.
Yeah.
This is what happened to that and that and that. But still,
now.
And you sign the very same, even a worse deal. Oban boy, this bag never called 50.
Oh, 3.8. No, 3.8. I don't know be records and go for 10. It was bad, man. It was bad because even when he was saying, okay, the show in fact, not even there was a show that he did at 30 and then he got 50.
Yeah, it's what you signed.
It's what you signed for.
It's what you signed.
You take half of what
you
would be paid.
Yeah, it's what you signed.
So, I mean, the contracts. Let's understand the details. It's a contract. Because contract can not pay papa kapoto into. Also understand no which way. Since also going to dollar. When I was going to come you also say to give my contract. So you're not getting paid that much, you get paid this much. Because
our another contract, yeah.
It's very unfortunate, man, for what he got himself into. After learning that all these artists were crying. And after in fact knowing what kind of a company Ambitious is.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to believe it was City Lights in Akhola on the Jafats.
Yeah.
You know.
I just hope that Malume Vector. Malume Vector.
Yeah, because until I had again. But they stand.
Hey, warning.
When Ambitious came.
Oh, we had me.
Hey, Ambitious came knocking and Babatan the Malume Vector.
At the same time.
At the same time. And remember, but was not Sam.
Hey.
But yeah, and I said, now that you're talking about Lesotho, I'm wondering where's this guy, Kopawale. He was also famous for, remember that video?
Aski Stop.
Yeah.
I was staying in Midrand.
Yeah.
I don't remember Veka Tamaka Kulini Ambitious to
okay. So when you MG, Bamufa Bayfam.
Hey,
I mean, why not? Why not? Right now that it's going Koli, Biemu, Koli Avagela, I'm talking, you know, I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, they wanted both the guys, and that's I already have my own record label, Kada, and
Come see
it. And I don't see how this is going to work for me. I'm pushing my brand and at my pride, because can I go and say Hanan's album I think after Hanan's album and which did very well. They could not agree to terms. The details of the contract.
Okay.
Because I best Stana was bigger than Vector at the time.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
You know, I don't know if Vector is bigger than Star now. Because
well, he has.
Not being affected to the notion and thing that the song is bad. Mbulele, I don't like it. Okay, it's cool my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Yeah. My yeah.
Because Kim Soto now hope he does well, man.
I hope he does well because Kim Soto, yeah, but I hope because Kim Soto and Tabase Dubai, I hope it recovers because we're not trying to be tribalistic.
Yeah, no, we're not.
I hope it recovers and.
But he should just remove that last name, Dubai and even Taba.
Yeah, to say Dubai.
Hey,
that's a Pomolo. So I really hope that, and I don't. It's not in Taba anymore, man. It's just a hill.
Yeah.
A hill. I hope Big Zulu. I don't know why, but I've got this feeling now. It's about Big Zulu. I'm getting the records.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he started. He started his own label. Hey,
even because he said he was living ambitious.
Hey, over
contract because his contract said he must produce 6 albums.
Hey, which over
him, man? That's the one.
Hey.
So,
started the global 3.7 records. 3.7. Yeah.
Oh, no, Jub Jub.
Oh, Mama Sutra Hey.
What is your school?
Okay. Allah. Who
is now the boyfriend of Kelly Kumalo? And remember, Jub Jub had said that high and the child needs him. Father figure kind of a love. Now I think it's the right moment for Jub Jub to claim his son.
Wama Sweetie must pounce now.
Must pounce and claim his son. And how do you let my child get exposed to marijuana?
Exactly.
You know, he's growing. I don't know. Okay, he's growing because dead.
Hey, I don't know.
Because with Kelly Kumalo. And then in the reports media reports, idolize her. Yeah, that so yeah, I mean it's bad when I'm going to because I mean, could it speak or suggest that Kelly Kumalo did not supervise the child?
Yeah.
You're not trying to trash her though.
No.
Yeah.
No. Definitely not trashing.
As a parent,
but
a boy as young as that, where were you?
Where were you?
I mean, don't you check your school bag in the morning?
How do
you supervise the child? Yeah.
So it's Wama Sweetie has leverage now over the whole situation.
He should go fight.
No,
He should go fight.
He should go. He should do it.
Big Hilary Gadi, Kelly Kumalo again in the sense of the case. Hilary Gadi, the daughter of the then EFF Secretary General Godrich Gadi.
Okay.
Godrich Gadi. He's an attorney.
Okay.
Goes missing and eventually she's found dead in the bushes. And then Are only upon 72 hours. Transfer of money, suspect.
Suspect or the
suspect.
So Lavaka for just suspect.
On the half upon 72 hours. Forever for money suspect. Within 72 hours, upon a suspect at the border of Swaziland. But for money some guy who is a suspect. Don't know how.
What's the evidence?
I'm not sure what's going on now. I have not followed. I don't. There is the police spokesperson from Pumalanga Hanabu they've got adequate evidence and they are very sure she was a woman. I'm telling you, the spokesperson. They are very sure that they found the right person and they are cracking the case. Senzomiwa dies. Baker takes over. Only recently 5 people were apprehended. Not convicted yet. Apprehended to be suspects on the murder. How long did it take for them to find even the first suspect, When, Hilary Gadi is killed, thrown or dumped at a bush somewhere, and then within 72 hours, a suspect is found. Senzomiwa gets killed, and there are up to at least 5 people in the house who witnessed this whole thing, and none of them was able to assist the police with finding a suspect. And a suspect was not found by the police. And the police commissioner has been promising us over and over and over again that he will crack the case and he will find the people, he will bring the people who did this to book. Mara, the people who were apprehended, they are only being tried now in the court of law. They have not been convicted. So even the late that they sent me passed on, when I blow you know, but
that should have been a high priority.
What if it's wrong by
get your jail?
Just because they're under pressure and they say,
we're giving you,
you know.
So okay, let's just find
minister we can wait. It's fair. It's unfair, unfortunately.
Definitely.
You know. But I really hope that eventually the people who killed, the real people who killed Sons of Mima are brought to book. And Chico Dola was saying to Mama Lemi right now in the media and saying all sorts of unnecessary things, and I think the police must pay attention.
Did you see that Chico? So something happened with Chico.
He got arrested.
Hey, what for it? So
I thought it was because when he handed himself over.
No.
Okay.
There was people back in young Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Next door or something like that. So I don't know using your gun. Avance I toy gun and pointed the gun at them. Bebam
Reward.
Bebam bulela keys and then abattoirs.
Yeah.
So
how do you go threaten people who you think are dangerous?
I haven't even gotten to the interesting part.
Yeah.
So he's using that, saying if he had a hand in the Sinzo Meiwe case,
why must he bring it? He
wants to tie it together.
Oh man.
So people on Twitter were saying, why are you trying so hard
to defend
to show us that you have nothing to do with the Sinzo?
24 pointing people as Tunya.
No, that's his point. His point is
yeah.
So while Sanano that's his point.
Okay.
Hey,
because I read that he spoke about him being a law-abiding citizen and all of that, blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Blah, blah. Nah, man. Nah. Personal opinion. I'm not a court of law. I'm not a judiciary. Longway is involved. Chico is involved. And high-profile people are involved in this. And Otswarawa, that advocate, Malisela guy, Defo.
Yeah, that guy that was arrested in court.
Advocate Defo. Otswarawa High Katele Fani Joalo suggests something.
Yeah. And
him saying that Baker does not want him on the case speaks volume, because a high-profile advocate like him cannot just speak out of tone.
Definitely.
You know. So I mean, Conor Shamans.
Yeah. Conor
Shaman, something is bad.
Definitely.
You know. Let's close it off.
Yeah.
Manchester United. Hey, wait, before Manchester United. No, leave Maguire alone. Let's talk about the fact that Real Madrid.
No, they.
What have you said now?
No, they bought the game.
I knew it.
They bought the game.
I knew it, and I think.
I don't know if you watched the game. I watched the entire 90 minutes.
I watched the game, and
so let me start.
Vinicius Junior.
Let me start like this. No, Kyle Walker had him covered.
No, but
until he got injured.
He did double on Fernandinho and
Fernandinho. That was the previous game,
and even on the brain Gaspar too on the last game.
Let's get this out of the way. Casemiro committed two fouls that were yellow card offenses.
You are not a referee.
Mr. Rava,
you are not a referee.
Mr. Rava, the player. Sharp. And then there was a dubious penalty.
I'm not rejoicing at the fact that Man City lost. I'm just laughing at you because you wanna say the game was rigged.
No, it was rigged.
Oh,
my man.
Yaya Toure had said that through his agent.
You want to kiss you.
Moving right along, Man City lost to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Madrid advances
to the finals. To play Liverpool.
Yep, and then Man City does not. Haaland.
Yeah, Haaland is close to signing
to Man City and all of that. And
I guess they're gonna trigger his release clause at 63 million.
From Dortmund.
Yeah. So he will soon be signing.
It's as good as a done deal. I commend Pep for that.
Definitely.
After losing Aguero.
Yeah.
I commend Pep for that because Aguero was doing well.
And without playing for striker for 2 seasons.
You know, without
a strike.
Bona.
Without an out and out strike. And to win the league.
Paris vibes, yeah.
To win the league last season without a striker was,
top notch.
Now we're about to do it again because Liverpool.
Jesus thing, man.
But he plays them on the right.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
And most of the time he's on
most of the time, yeah.
So, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, didn't get floppy and 100 million. In 2020,
nothing better. And Man United lost 4-0.
Harry Maguire.
But again, I didn't watch because I was busy with something.
But I think maybe we can go second half. I had to make us one.
Maybe we can one nod.
Yeah, 5. Oh, 4.
Maybe we can not nod.
It's Maguire.
Maybe you can not coach draw about draw. And then Maguire became Maguire. But yeah, on that note.
Please guys, please subscribe to the Clear Cup podcast. We see the views, but we need you guys to subscribe and like our content. And yeah, that's it for today.
And I'm trying to
exactly. No, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to party. More details on that coming soon. Yeah.
But in the summer.
Yeah.
Because in the summer there's gonna be a Clear Cup podcast party, but we'll talk about that soon.
Definitely.
Give more details and lovely show. Keep on subscribing. We missed our producer today.
Oh man, and please.
I hope she recovers and feels well.
Get well soon drops. We missed you today.
Now we missed you, and he missed you the most. He did. He most definitely did. Drops fall. Bye bye.